gonna call the fucking cops now. What the fuck's the matter with you guys?
Gotta go somewhere else, right?
You're not allowed to be here, period. End of discussion.
Find somewhere to go.
Alright, man.
Now listen to me. If I can't make you understand, maybe I gotta talk to your parents.
I'm telling you, I'm not gonna play around next time. I'm just gonna press charge. Oh, alright.
An hour before proper authority.
No, we don't. That's right.
You guys can't come back. I'm gonna get one warning and then we call the cops.
5 times I asked you. That's the fucking gratitude I get. Yo, fucking shit asses. You guys fucking hungry into this shit.
As a skateboarder, I feel like my skateboarding definitely has an influence to some degree, as well as drawing a lot of attention, whether it be good or bad.
When you skate, like, all eyes are always gonna be you for whatever reason. Everybody's looking at you when you're skating.
And a lot of those looks are looks of disgust or looks of non-approval, pretty much, from people you don't even know.
Skateboarders, I think, are often seen as outsiders.
Because they're doing things they're not supposed to do.
It's almost like a slap in the face.
It's just because, like, everybody thinks you're out of place. Everybody thinks you're out of place, and it seems like you're out of place for so long.
Because we're not accepted. You know, we're always getting kicked out of places. People don't want us there for liability, for property damage. And in reality, all we're trying to do is just have a good time, get some clips, and, you know, do what we love to do.
That's just what it is to me. It's just fun. I get to be a kid as long as I want to be a kid.
But, you know, it's so hard to be able to do that when every time you go and skate there, you get kicked out, you get looked at weird.
Getting kicked out sucks. I really don't know how else to explain that.
It's really like demoralizing. They're definitely talking down at you. They're not just like, oh, I respect what you're doing. Can you please just leave? It's more like, you're an annoying skateboarder, you're on my property, and like, I want you gone. Or I'm calling the cops.
You get told to leave, you get told to stop filming, whatever it may be, you know? And they're sending us to these skate parks that they think are so awesome.
I don't even like skate parks. If you catch me at the skate park, there's a good chance I'm just standing somewhere for like 25 minutes.
The majority of these skate parks are, you know, 100 by 100 foot little tiny parks with fences around them. It's like you're literally caging us in. You know, how are we supposed to be free, which is literally what skateboarding is about. How are we supposed to be free when you're trapping us into a small confined area to skate, you know, because that's where we're allowed to skate and that's where we should skate. Why?
Yo, nigga kicked us out. I was trying to get that nollie hill flip. Now we gotta go to a new spot and I gotta start all over again. We don't have skate parks everywhere, so we kinda gotta find our own place. And we find our own place in the streets by finding spots, and you do that, and then you're just interacting with the world around you, and then, like, you know, that kinda just made me realize that, like we are in place. We're exactly where we need to be. The world is our playground. Like, as a skateboarder, the world is our playground, and like nothing can stop us.
Good shit, dog.
That truck would like put the pressure on. It felt good. Like.
Personally, I love to skate in the street.
Street spots, on the other hand, man, those things are dope, bro.
It's definitely made me have a more creative mind.
I feel like as a skateboarder, you would develop a skateboarder's eye.
The street turns into a skate park. Looking at something that a normal person will walk by and not even think twice about.
A non-skateboarder would say, that's a table. A skateboarder would say, that's a nollie to a nose manual off with a shove it out.
To a normal person, those are just normal things, but like to a skateboarder, it's like, oh, I could pop over that, or I can kickflip over that, or that rail doesn't have a kink. So it could be fun to skate, and like little knobs on ledges and like stuff like that. You definitely just become more observant.
I mean, you're seeing things as not what they were made for, but you're turning it into something that you can utilize it and make it look cool.
People look at stairs as like something that helped them to get to where they need to be. Skateboarders look at stairs as like, you know, we look at it as a couple things. We could look at it as an obstacle. You know, if you think, oh man, that's a stair, I gotta jump down it. It's another obstacle. Or we just look at it as like a toy or something, bro. Like some people just look at like, yo, it's over for that 3 set, man. I'm murking it. I'm gonna just kill it. Like I'm gonna do whatever I want to it. Regardless of what it is, we don't look at the world the same way as pedestrians do, man. We look at it as something completely different. Every handrail that y'all use to hold, we're trying to skate down it and hurt ourselves. That shit sounds crazy saying it, but yo, like that's how we look at everything.
And I just think as a skateboarder, you start looking for places to skate, and the world becomes your skate park. The world becomes your playground.
But that's just kind of how we treat the world. Like everything is a literal obstacle. Everything in the streets is like, I guess what you could say what a skate park is. Because skate parks are just meant to emulate whatever everything is out. Whatever's out in the street world is emulated inside of a skate park. And like that's why I don't like skate parks, man. Because it's like it's simulated, it's synthetic, it's not real, man. You go outside to the streets, everything is organic, everything is the way it's supposed to be, it's nature, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, it clicks for you and then it's just like, activate.
You're just always kind of looking for new places to skate, new obstacles to skate, and your mind just kind of always running with skateboarding. If you're a real skateboarder, I feel like everything you look at it from a skateboarder's perspective, something to jump up, something to jump down, something to grind, something to jump over. I just think, again, there's unlimited options with skateboarding.
Anyone can practice so much, anyone can skate so much. It's how your lifestyle takes it.
And as you get better, you just keep wanting to progress and get better. That's one of the only reasons that I think skateboarding is something that you can do forever, because it's infinite. There's an infinite amount of tricks you can create. There's an infinite amount of tricks to learn, different styles to master, whether it's skating street, skating park, skating rails, skating ledges, skating tranny, mini ramps, half pipes. There's a million things that you could skate. And that's one of the main reasons I love skateboarding, is just because there's, an infinite amount of things that you can do, and, I just love it.
We are out here.
Even if you're not filming, like it's just still fun. But like when you film, that's when all the problems start to happen for whatever reason. When you want to break out the camera, the bald-headed dude want to come out and kick you out. It's always some bald guy or some balding guy. You guys can't be here. You're gonna hurt yourself.
I mean, I'm not gonna let some old cranky dude who's outside of a store, who's not even the owner of the store, just walking by, I'm not gonna let him yell at me and tell me to stop skating. I don't give a crap about that guy. He can think whatever he wants of me.
We don't care.
They're just trying to, make you feel bad for doing what you like to do. And there's a certain point where you need to realize, why should I care what that random person thinks? I'm still gonna do this. I'm still gonna have fun.
You're gonna fall and you're gonna sue us. Nobody's gonna sue you, bro. Like, we're skating at our own risk. Every skate video says skate at your own risk. Like,
I mean, yeah, you throw yourself down a set of stairs, you gotta know that there's a chance you're gonna get pretty hurt, I have a day job that requires me to be on my feet and use my arms all day lifting, Every time I skate, if I tried something, that was remotely dangerous or risky, I know that if I break my arm or I break my leg or whatever, I'm screwed. I can't go to work, but it's worth it.
And I am scared of busting my ass, but I mean, if it happens, it happens. Like, I'm still being careful and I'm learning, so.
It's just feels way greater landing a trick that you've been wanting to land or something like that than the pain itself. It's definitely a better feeling, so I think that definitely motivates me to keep skating.
In like the plainest sense, not to sound too cheesy, skateboarding is like honestly just like a way of life.
For me, it's pretty much just been my life. It's a passion, a hobby. It's something for me to do with my friends. Skateboarding has impacted my life in a bunch of ways, mainly the people that I hang out with.
It's definitely affected who I hang out with and how I dress and stuff like that. I've definitely made a lot of friends from skateboarding.
It relieved a lot of stress in my life. It relieved a lot of pressure. I made a lot of friends through it, which also helped out.
Skating with your friends is definitely the best thing about skateboarding.
Sometimes your friends will kind of inspire you. They land the trick, you want to do it right after them. It kind of helps you build confidence, and skateboarding has a lot of
feeding off each other.
When you're with a group of people, I feel like there's just so much more motivation, whether somebody stomps a trick and then you just want to back them up, and it's kind of like a constant competition.
Literally, it's learning, it's having fun, it's seeing what you can do, it's competitive. Like, you bounce off each other, you get ideas. Like, it's what you make us do in school.
And I definitely think it motivates you to skate the best you can skate when you're with a bunch of people, especially your friends.
That's where it all comes into play. You can be great and you can be horrible. The fact that you're out there in general keeping up with your boys that's something to respect, and that's something to know it's worth.
There's a lot of negativity around skating as a whole, and I think that the fact of skateboarders forming such a big and strong and tightly knit community, you know, meeting people, becoming friends immediately just because they skate too.
I also feel like it's kind of provided me some acceptance because, you know, skateboarders for the most part aren't really judgmental at all. If you skateboard and you know someone that skateboards, usually you guys will click right away because you know that you're both gonna have skateboarding in common.
First day I brought my skateboard to my high school, I had met an older kid. I met him, and like the first thing I did, I didn't even like ask him his name. I just like, yo, we wanna play a game of skate. And we just played a game of skate, and then he became the homie like for life because of that. And that's how high school was for me. I realized like skateboarding just made me a lot of friends, like whether they were skateboarding or not.
When you're with a group of friends, you're always laughing, you know.
You just want to keep up with everybody and skate just as well as them to your full potential.
I would have never tried any of the stuff I have tried skating unless, you know, my friends have pushed me to do that.
It's a very respectable community. Everyone knows each other. We're all pretty much locals in each individual area.
It's an atmosphere. I mean, I go to be around the people that skate. I'm not only there to skate, I'm trying to be around skaters.
I just think the community is a huge aspect, and it's really kind of provided a lot of, you know, acceptance and, you know, reassurance that there's, you know, people that are out there that are just like me.
Yeah, it's bringing a bunch of different areas together to do one thing that everybody thinks is so bad, but
I've met like, I don't even know, probably like 75 kids through like the past couple of years of just like skating, and like now they're all like homies. Like wherever I go, I'm always seeing somebody that like I can just dap up and say what up, and then just be like, yo, you going here? You going here? You should come here this weekend, or you should go to skate club, or you should do this, you should do that. And like it's just crazy because it wasn't like that back in the day. Like
I don't see an age when someone's on a board unless they're like old and normally you're seen doing something else, wearing a suit behind a cubicle 9 to 5. I mean, like it's for anyone that can do it.
You know, that is such a positive aspect of skating and totally blocks out all the negative stuff. Skating with a group of people, and especially if they're your friends, there's not much else that could compare to that.
That was fucking sick, yo.
That was fucking sick. But one thing is about